Oh, that's what I say before we work out. I can relate. I already posted it in the chat. My God. The fucking Discord chat. Where else? Idiot. Stop having me have to do shit for you. Alright. Oh, actually, they can't hear you yet. Now they can hear you.
Oh, alrighty then. Do you girls hear the abuse that I go through with this woman?
Well, I put this link in a place where you could clearly see it, and he still doesn't see it, like a big dummy.
You didn't tell me you put it anywhere. I don't get notifications.
I said I was going to put it there. I literally told you before we started, I was telling you, like, hey, I'm going to post the link right now. And you were like, just, okay. That was it. What the fuck?
I don't remember hearing this.
You know what? This is just, that's your own fault. I can't help it if you're dumb.
Also, I can't see you on Discord, but I'm watching the stream.
I'll reset that in a second.
Megan McGonagall is looking to get banned because she says first. Honeydrop says hi.
Yo. Oh, well, no longer gives me the option to share that with you, Bronny, so you're just gonna have to live with it. Why are you on camera?
I don't know, because you were on camera. Thought you might want to see it.
Yes, you look very nice.
Megan says heyo. Shadow the Hedgehog says
don't
hi.
say stuff. I fucking unplugged my headphones by stretching too far. Say words?
Hello.
Okay, yes, it's back on. Pulled it out
All
on
right.
accident.
So Megan says hey. Shadow the Hedgehog says hi.
Shadow the Hedgehog. I knew he'd be a fan one day. I've been waiting for this moment.
Honeydrop says, Heather, did you hear about Mad Munchkin channel? No, I haven't heard about this. Have you heard about this?
Very unfortunate. Shit. But basically her account got hacked and it got deleted.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, big time. That sucks super hard. Feel bad.
That must have been targeted. That doesn't just happen.
Yeah, didn't it happen to, well, something similar happened to Dr. Wolf's channel a couple years back where it just was, you know, well, I don't know if it was outright deleted. I think it was someone reporting him for something, you know, like bogusly, like they usually do.
Yeah, that was when we tried to upload the Moment with Brawny video.
Oh, no.
And I suspect it was Jerry P. and his cult. The Wicked Syndicate says hello.
Hello, Wicked. Good to see you. Welcome back.
Anyway, I hope she had all of her stuff backed up.
Yeah, it'd be unfortunate if she just lost everything, and it came at a bad time too. She lost her sister like not long before.
A few weeks ago, but yeah, I mean, there's never a good time for anything to happen. Now let's see here. Shadow the Hedgehog says, I got Crash 4, and I'm assuming he means a video game.
Crash Bandicoot, probably. Oh my god, did you hear the conversation I posted on Twitter?
No.
No? I swear I told you about this, but like a person in the break room, I was just eating lunch, and they were talking, they're like, hey, Crash Smash Bandicoot is that hedgehog from Nintendo, right? And everyone was just like,
yeah, you told me about that.
And I was just like, first off, no. And I had to be like, no. I mean, I said it nicely. I was just like, no, that's all wrong. It's actually this, and that. And they're like, okay. Basically just outed myself. Like, yeah, I'm a big nerd and you insulted me. I don't even play those games. I was offended on the behalf of a different community. As a nerd.
Pristine says hello.
Yo, Pristine. Alright, guys, today we already finished the head, so
Michael Collins says, hi everyone, how are you?
Make head, ears, and wings. And horn. Alright, I guess we're making ears.
It sounds easy enough to get done today.
You always try to set a freaking goal, Bronny, and we never reach it. I think
I
it's
am
your
a
fault.
goal-oriented person,
Stop
Heather.
it! This isn't about goals. This is about crochet, god damn it!
Everything is about goals.
Yeah, shut up. We don't have a goal. We're just gonna sit here and we're gonna fucking crochet.
Alright. Wicked Syndicate wants to know if you've heard of the Disney Maleficent movies.
Of course I have. Haven't been really interested in them.
Neither have I, but when the first one came out, I happened to be working for Home Shopping Network, and they did a whole thing to promote it, and we had to build a whole set for it, and that was they stuck that in the biggest soundstage that they had, which has like a 50-foot tall ceiling, and I've had to get up there with a scissor lift and hang lights, which is not a problem. That's my job, and I know how to do that quite well. But they wanted me to do hot stabs, which I'm not comfortable doing. Hot stabs are basically where you plug in a light while the electricity is running through it, which is kind of dangerous. And there was one guy there that was like monkey bar swinging across the lighting grid to hang up his lights because he could do it faster that way. And he's like, yeah, hopefully someday you'll learn how to do that too. And I'm like, you guys are not paying me enough to do that kind of stunt 50 foot off the ground with nothing
Like no harness or nothing. That's fucking insane. And like, he sounds dumb. He's just like, you think that's alright?
It's so dumb and so unsafe.
Oh my god.
I forget how much I was making there. I think it was 15 an hour. So it wasn't bad. It was hard work though. It was tiring.
Uh-huh.
It was a nice job. I wish I could have kept it because I did enjoy it. Let's see here. Megan says, I'm standing my ground that this live stream is magical because I got another job offer at Home Depot again a day after the live stream.
Yeah, we're your fucking lucky charm, girl. Keep coming back and rub our feet. Don't literally do that. It's for luck. Don't do that. Bronny, that's his job. Don't take him out of his job.
Yeah, because I'll suplex someone.
No one else is allowed to rub my feet. Wish he would do it more often.
I wish I lived closer, Heather. Stop rubbing it in. My days are painful enough without you as it is. Oh, let's see here.
Ah, God, I just got a shot through my back that hurt like a motherfucker.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so guys, we're fundraising tonight. We need to raise $150 to buy Heather a new desk chair.
Do you think that's the problem? I mean, it might be. I won't.
It might be. It's certainly going to make things more comfortable. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go into the PayPal link down in the description there, and I will match your donation dollar for dollar.
Oh my God, Brownie.
Yeah. So technically, we only need to raise $75 to meet the goal.
My followers don't have money, they just have heart. You have one or the other.
They have and they have a lot of dedication too, because we're always seeing the same 7 people in here. Shadow the Hedgehog is new though. He says, "Hey Heather, you never watched my live stream before." I'm guessing he meant never.
What's your live stream? Do I know you?
It'd be weird if you did.
I don't know Shadow the Hedgehog.
Let's see here. Syndicate wants to know, Bronny, would you and Heather enjoy watching a magic show? I think magic is cool.
Yeah, especially if it's a really good one. I'm
Emerald
pretty
Spencer
good at
says,
magic
yo.
myself.
Emerald Spencer says, yo.
Sup, Emerald? What you doing?
Zara Ora says, "Hi ho, Heather. How are you?"
I am doing quite all right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, did I make too many? 1,
You might have. Spencer says, "Whatever heresy you just spouted hurt my soul," and I have no idea. He might be talking about the video game thing.
2. You could be.
Let's see here. Michael Collins wants to know if I am the chat moderator. Yes, I am. I'm here to read the chat and kick you out if you misbehave.
Yep. That's what I pay him for.
Yep. And let me just reiterate this. I don't read everything. If I don't read something, get over it.
Oh yeah, I see a comment though right now that I want to address. The PayPal link ain't working, bitch. Which is from my friend Juanita. Fuck. I pulled out my headphones again. But, sorry about that then. I should probably remove that link if it doesn't work.
Let me give it a try. After I get to the bottom of the chat here.
Yeah. That link doesn't work, just become a patron.
Yeah. The Wicked Syndicate says, "Would you be the devil on Sweetie's shoulder?"
I don't know. I don't think I've encouraged her to do stuff like that. She's not very easily encouraged. I think Silverquill would be the freaking devil on her shoulder.
Yep. Let's see here. Shadow the Hedgehog says, "You guys, you might come to my stream someday." What do you stream, Shadow? And we need to work on your English, my friend. Pristine says, "Maleficent movies. I refuse to acknowledge their existence because they took one of the most iconic Disney villains and turned her good."
Yeah, fuck being good. Fuck that.
Yeah, they totally ripped off of Wicked,
Oh, everyone's ripping off Wicked.
the Broadway musical. Juanita says, "Hi, Heather!"
Hey, Juana!
Syndicate wants to know if you've ever used a hot glue gun.
Oh, of course. I made, me and my mom together made me a set of wings for a Princess Luna cosplay that if you go on my DeviantArt, it's pretty old, but if you scroll back enough of my cosplays, it's in there. And we, used a hot glue gun, some hangers, and fishnets to, make a set of, we just hot glued individual blue feathers and made me some wings. It was pretty cool.
Michael wants to know, Heather, did you see The Rise of Skywalker?
I never did. I never got to see that. I gotta see that.
Shadow the Hedgehog says he streams Crash 4 and Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
I don't know. I'm not interested in those games. I mean, Ronnie already does Dragon Fighter Ball something, whatever, on his streams.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Yeah, you do that one.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Brawny continues to suck at the game. I feel like, okay, so Megan is asking about Ghibli movies, and I'm pretty sure we've talked about Ghibli movies in the past.
Yeah, I'm very limited on it. It's Sweetie who's the one that watches it all the time. Or, used to. She knows it.
Yep. Clayton says, "I'm here and I'm really livid right now."
That sucks.
He says, "The way Japan treats their women is disgusting." All right, we're just
you couldn't have told that by all the anime.
Yeah, we're dropping some red pills here. Oh, let's see here. Michael Collins says The Rise of Skywalker sucked.
I'm sure it did. Didn't they fucking ship Kylo Ren and Rey at the end of it? And I'm just like, why? There was
I don't
nothing.
know.
She saw him shirtless once, and that was mostly uncomfortable.
Yeah, the dude's got skinny fat abs, and I'm pretty sure they computer generated his frame.
Yeah, and why were his
body
pants
shape.
up to here?
I don't know.
So I wouldn't have been hot after that. I think me and my friend Juanita were talking about Kylo Ren at some point, and she'd be like, "You usually like the bad guys. Would you do them?" I'm like, "I'd do them, but I wouldn't call back. I'd do them once." And then just to say that I did it, be like, "Yeah, I tapped that. It was."
Kylo Ren is the kind of guy that would cry afterwards.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't call.
Yeah, but if you know that would happen, why would you bother in the first place?
Bragging rights? I don't know.
For what? The worst dark side user in the history of dark side users?
If it's the only way at this point to get some of that Skywalker family shit, then maybe.
Don't you want Luke? He was still alive at the time, and he's
he's dead now. If we're talking about the current timeline, then you can't fuck Luke. I mean, technically, Leia's still alive, but I don't think she'd be interested. She's too classy.
Alrighty then.
Too stuck on her fucking Han Solo bullshit.
Syndicate wants to know, Heather, are you going to use this channel for videos other than streams?
Yeah, I keep meaning to work on stuff like that, but procrastination, and for the longest time we had very bad technical shit, but now we have a new running PC, and I just got a new program on my iPad called Procreate for arting stuff, so expect stuff in the near future. That recording was done. So, there'll be something.
Yep. Let's see here. I still feel bad that I'm the one that killed your computer with, because it crashed and died while we were playing Warframe on live stream.
No, that was my laptop. You're the reason my laptop died. But you can't. Wasn't completely your fault. It always had issues.
Mm-mm.
Remind me, I gotta pry the hard drive out of that laptop too, and I gotta just because the freaking PC's right there. I'm using it as like a nightstand table. Need to throw that away and throw out that laptop.
Yep. Megan McGonagall says, "Ooh, husbando fight between Brawny and Lightning Bliss's husband."
Why would they fight?
Dragon Ball Z style. I don't know very much about Lightning Bliss's husband, other than the guy has like a Frieza type of OC.
And he's German or something.
I haven't the slightest clue.
Yeah, he's German.
I've never met the guy. He's never come to a convention.
Yeah. I haven't met him, but Lightning Bliss told me about him a few times when we were in that Skype group for Alicorn Princesses only.
That's funny.
Mm.
Syndicate wants to know, Heather, would you date the original trilogy version of Han Solo?
Sure, but I wouldn't stay with it.
He also wants to know if you could beat me in a lightsaber fight.
He's got a lot on me, guys. I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest, I know my limitations. I can try. I'll use some dirty tricks and see what happens.
Yep. Clayton is still ranting about Japan, and Clayton, you're gonna need to bring some specifics into here, because nobody knows what you're talking about. Oh, let's see here. Michael says, I wanted to watch your content more, but you know what procrastination is like.
You absolutely, yeah, like I'm all about that shit.
Mm-hmm. Megan says, guys, there's an actual lightsaber that works. We still haven't watched that video, Heather.
Oh, yeah, like, we've seen the video for that. Well, not seen it, but, like, seen the thumbnail. And I think Brawny said he watched it, but I hadn't watched it yet, and I'm interested.
Yeah, so we'll watch it together right after the stream. You'll like it. Actually, parts of it might be kind of boring to you. I only watched the parts where they were, like, putting it together and explaining how it worked. But there was a very long segment of them, like, fabricating all of the parts that they used to put it together, and that was kind of boring, like, even to me, and I tend to take interest in that kind of thing. Let's see here. Clayton wants to know, Brawny, what do you think about Heather when you see her eyes? It's kind of an intimate question. I am baffled every day beyond proper description how lucky I am. Let's see here. Wicked Syndicate wants to know if I've ever had to fight dirty before, and it's kind of my default.
Never play it fair. Never.
Yeah, cause like I used to compete in combat sports on a semi-regular basis, and I wasn't very good at them. I lost a good chunk of the matches that I had, and of those losses, about half. I lost at least half of the matches that I had. And of the matches that I lost, about half of those losses were disqualifications for illegal techniques. And because I would get into this mindset while I was competing where I just wasn't aware of my own actions. And like, cause a competition match isn't supposed to be anything more severe than like a glorified sparring match, right? You're not supposed to be using street rules in the ring, Heather. And but I would forget that every single time that I wasn't actually sparring. I could spar just fine, but once the bell rung and I was in a ring, it just all went out the window, and I was just brutal. And so half the time I would do something illegal, like throw an elbow or use a sweep or something like that, things that you're just generally not supposed to do, and I would get disqualified for that. The other half of the times that I lost was just me being outclassed. Like, I was not better than this dude in the first place. Nothing I would have done could have changed the outcome, kind of thing. Yeah. So, yeah, I remember a couple of times where I got carded for throwing elbows, and I was like, shoot, I didn't even realize I was throwing elbows. I broke a guy's helmet one time, Heather. Yep.
Don't do that, kids. Not if you're competing.
Let's see here. Where did I leave off? Okay, Pristine says, I've met Lightning Bliss's husband. The first time I met Bliss, we were at a neutral location, and Sub-Zero, that's the guy's name, wanted me to come with her for protection purposes since Bliss and I were still strangers. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Her mother came with her for the same reason. She says Sub-Zero is very nice.
That's nice.
Michael says that you and I are his favorite My Little Pony YouTubers.
Aw, that's sweet. Thank you.
Clayton wants to know, Heather, would you say Brawny is the Spider-Man to your Mary Jane Watson?
That doesn't feel like us.
Yeah.
I'm the Chrysalis to his Sombra.
That's for darn sure.
If he had to be a superhero, or like if it was just in a superhero universe, I would say he is maybe not Captain America. I had to pick one. He's really angsty. He'd be like that Wildcat in DC. Do you know Wildcat, Ronnie?
I don't know Wildcat, but I was going to say Punisher.
Sure, Punisher too, but Wildcat was an old guy, but he was like a fighter too, but he was a boxer. But he's just, that was him. He was a older hero, who was a boxer, and he taught Black Canary everything she knows. I don't know if he had a love interest, but maybe Wildcat would be you.
Black Canary is a cool character.
She's pretty cool.
Syndicate says, Heather, Brawny, who would you want to play you in a movie about your lives? Heather, what do you think?
God. I mean, anyone would want Emma Watson to play them. How good is her American accent?
I've never heard her try.
You gotta try it. But she'll have to put on some weight.
I want Nicolas Cage or Jason Statham.
That'd be weird. Did you hear Nicolas Cage is gonna be in like a movie that was sort of based off Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, I've heard nothing about this.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. I think it's like Wacky Weasel World or something.
Hmm. Alright, how's your crocheting coming, Heather?
We finished one ear.
Nice. 4 more ears to go.
2. What fucking thing do you think we're making?
An Eldritch Abomination.
We have an Eldritch Abomination hiding behind a pillow over there. Nice! There she is.
Oh, let's see here. Now I'm checking out your PayPal. And I've had no problem with your PayPal. It took me right to you.
I guess maybe it was just Juanita.
Juanita, get it together.
Probably on her phone or something. I don't know.
That might have been that. That, yeah, could very well have been the issue. Did you see Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider?
Yes, I saw that movie. I like that movie.
Juanita just says no.
Well, yeah. Ronnie's able to use it. I don't know. Someone else check it. Click on it. Did you get the dual screen for your phone yet? I see Emerald at the bottom. And no, I haven't. It was supposed to come in yesterday. So, thank you for reminding me. I gotta send a very strongly worded email.
Yeah.
Because that was mine. I'm supposed to get it.
Syndicate wants to know, how long does Knife let you pick her up for before she starts hissing and fighting to let down?
She never hisses at me for something like that. She just might start shifting and moving her paws like, hey, I don't like being carried. She's not a very likes to be carried cat. I don't know. One time I was just in the kitchen and she was meowing at me like crazy. It wasn't feeding time, so she was just being bratty. So I just picked her up and she shut up for a bit, and I was just holding her and going through the fridge, and she was just like, okay, put me down if that's all you're gonna do.
Pristine says, no one could ever play me in a movie. I compare myself to a 3D puzzle for a reason. Might as well be the Millennium Puzzle for that matter. A Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Juanita says she sent you money on PayPal.
What? You didn't have to do that. I don't know. I'm gonna actually fucking have to order myself a damn chair now.
Well, it depends on how much she sent you.
How dare you send me money? Happy, Merry, early Christmas. Juanita, damn it. I'll get you.
Syndicate wants to know about our Halloween costumes.
Oh, you can see mine over here. I don't know if I want to totally display what the idea is, but, you know, I'll be posting the full picture on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Brownie's going to be anything.
No, I don't have anything planned.
Don't worry, guys. I'll make us do a couple cosplay for Halloween one day.
Heather, you've got a pretty eerie situation on your crocheting right now.
Anyways, I haven't picked up myself a bag of candy corn yet this year. I'll have to do that
If you put some LED lights on it, it would be iridescent.
I really like candy corn. I'm not sure why everyone hates it. It tastes good. It tastes like frosting. they somehow got hard enough, but not too hard, into like a candy.
Stop giving me such an earful about the candy corn, Heather.
I don't think you appreciate candy corn.
I love candy corn, actually.
Do you, Bronny? Do you?
Yeah.
Well, if we're being candid, so do I.
I'm just not in the mood to be irrespective about candy corn.
I would just like an ear of candy corn, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, yes I do.
Now say it.
Say what?
Say it.
Say what, Heather?
Say
I
what
don't
you
know.
say every time I start making puns back at you.
Oh. Well, I tell you that like 1,000 times a day. I think you know
Well,
that
how
when
am I
it's
supposed to
not
be
when you-
rewarded for freaking taking advantage of myself like this?
I love you, Heather.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Damn right you love me.
Yep.
Putting up with your corny shit.
Syndicate wants to know how often you eat popcorn.
Oh man, I'm still full of lots of popcorn. I should eat it more often because my mom bought myself a box and my mom brought me some and I just have a whole bunch now.
Juanita says, I had back pain for a few weeks because of my old chair.
Oh wow.
And she says, you don't want to go through that pain.
So this is a pretty old, like, just shitty chair.
Michael says, hey Heather, I see the Princess Luna plush, but who is the pink one?
The pink one's Princess Cadence. It's the one I got from Toys R Us. The Luna one, though, is Build-A-Bear, and so is that, Applejack.
Christine says, I love candy corn.
Yeah, love candy.
Syndicates wants to know if you want a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X.
If I had to pick, it would be Xbox Series X, but I don't think I'm getting either. I have a PC to play games on now, so, and I hear Microsoft was just making all their games available on PC, so.
Yeah, why would you even bother? Emerald Spencer says, I brought candy corn to Australia when I went, and they were not impressed.
Aw. Well, it's not for everyone, I guess.
Heather, did you know today is Professor Flitwick's birthday? Who the heck is Professor Flitwick?
He's a character from Harry Potter, if I remember correctly. I'm surprised they had an actual birthday for him. I don't know if he was insanely popular.
Clayton wants to know your favorite rarity line.
I think it would have to be like an OG one, like what she was saying to the Diamond Dog. She's like, I'm not whining, I'm complaining. This is whining. I do that shit all the time.
Yeah, that's actually, that line is your ringtone on my phone, Heather. So whenever you call me on my phone, that's what I hear.
Yes, that's perfect. That's
Wicked Syndicate wants to know how good I am at massages.
pretty good, I guess. I got a massage bar, so it's even more sensual.
Yep. You gotta have some form of lubrication, because otherwise skin on skin is just...
Not that fun.
Yeah, friction builds up pretty easy.
Yeah, and it makes me all loosey-goosey, but also smelling and feeling like a goddess.
Filmer Brony is looking to get suplexed. He says, happy sweetest day, Heather Blossom, and with a smiley face, a high five, and a kiss emoji.
What's the sweetest day?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I think he's just being extra and saying hello.
Ooh. Cool.
Juanita says, the pain was so bad, I had to get a shot near my butt, and they prescribed me narcotics.
Gosh, that really sucks. I guess I should get a better chair. If this one does bug me a lot. I don't know if you guys noticed, but shit, I can't hear you because I just unplugged myself. But I put a blanket on my chair just because the padding on the chair is not good at all. I hate it very much. It is not one bit good. Let me plug myself back in. Here. Alrighty. So, yeah, I have to put blankets on there to just be comfy on the seat. You saying anything, Brownie?
Nope. Syndicate wants to know if you liked the Sweet and Elite episode.
Sweet and Elite.
Rarity goes to Canterlot for the fashion thing and neglects to make Twilight's dress for her birthday.
Oh, okay. I liked that one.
The pony that every pony should know song.
Yeah, I definitely it was one of her moments where it's just wants to be really cool with these people but doesn't want to give up the good friend she's made. That's something to think about. What the fuck did I do here?
Sweetest day, according to Filmer Brony, is when you give presents to a special someone. And this is not only the first time that I'm hearing about this, but I'm pretty sure that we already do that, and it's called birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day. What am I missing?
Every day that you just feel like giving me something?
Exactly.
I want a present.
Spencer says he'll start researching chairs once he figures out what his week looks like. But we've already picked out a chair, haven't we? But it was like $150, and we just haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Yeah.
And I got to start saving money a little bit better here. Which I'm not doing a very good job at. I got to go grocery shopping tomorrow, so that's going to be like $50 right there. I spent $17 today between getting it because I broke my the mirror in my bedroom, and I needed I also got myself some drinks, so that's some of my grocery shopping done right there.
I don't know how you only spend $50 on groceries.
I gotta save my money, Heather. I gotta not spend it because I may very well be making a big down payment within the next month or so.
I get that, but I don't know, what are you eating? What are you getting? Because my stuff always goes either higher than $60 or more because I'm getting lettuces and carrots and cucumbers and all that shit. It's not stuff that's expensive individually. It's just stuff that builds the fuck up.
First I go to I don't plan on getting a lot. I get high quantities, and I go to Aldi's, which is a little bit cheaper. And I make it last a month. The last time I went grocery shopping, I spent darn near $100, but I was being extra that day. I got all kinds of pastas and soups and breads and drinks, and I also needed to get cooking ingredients and spices, so I got garlic salt, flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, sugar, the whole 9 yards. Gotta have that adobo. Adobo goes on everything.
Freaking, I spent around that much not every 2 weeks, but for the big trip, because there'll be a big trip where I have to get all the main things and then some, because stuff ran out. And then the latter trip, I think I go grocery shopping twice a month. So I go and I have to spend $100 or something the first time around, where I'm getting everything that's ever run out and other stuff on top of that. And then the second trip is okay, halfway gone with this stuff, preparing for other stuff, get all that. Then you have to spend $100 on the next trip. I don't know. I pay attention to what I'm missing. As soon as I know I'm out of something, I go on my phone, go on my list, be okay, we're out of carrots, we're out of milk, we're out of tortillas, we're out of this, we're out of that, we're out of this. I'm gonna make myself a really good breakfast tomorrow. I bought bacon, just at the 99-cent store I saw bacon. I'm yeah, I could go for some bacon. So I got some bacon, I'm gonna chop up some potatoes and cook them. I'm defrosting some chorizo, I got my tortillas. I'm gonna have a freaking day. I wish I'd gotten myself some OJ, actually. Orange juice just goes really good with it.
Yep. Let's see here. time that I go grocery shopping is going to be a bit cheaper because there's a lot that I'm just straight up cutting out of my diet.
Like what?
That I'm just not going to. Well, anything with bread and sugar in it. Anything with grain and sugar in it. And I described my plan to my friend the other day when he asked me about it, and he goes, "That's called keto," and I'm like,
oh yeah, keto
sure.
is
I
like
mean,
a thing.
I'm not
that's,
doing
like,
it intentionally. It's not
protein-based.
like, hey, I'm starting on the keto diet. It's just like this is what I want to eat,
No,
and it
like
happens to fall in line with keto.
my older sister was all into keto, and I think her Instagram name is still like something or other. And like, sorry Tammy if you're on this, but I always thought it was dumb. Like, it was a fad diet. Like, they've always gone through, like, my sister and mom have always gone through a lot of fad diets to lose weight and crap. And
Anytime-
keto works for like the short term, doesn't it? But like, it doesn't do well for you long term.
Jury's still out on that. But anytime a diet has a name, yes, it's a fad diet.
I hear the Mediterranean diet's pretty good. But like, just tasty good. Like, I don't know about health wise. Mediterranean food's delicious.
It is.
They have lamb.
Remember when you were down here and I took you to the mall and got you a
hero,
hero?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, how'd you like that?
That's pretty good stuff. I took a sweetie to a Mediterranean place before we left California because I liked this place. It was called Zorillo Grill or something, and it was a Mediterranean food. And you get like a little bit of hummus, a little bit of potato kind of salad thing. It doesn't have like other stuff, but it's got like this just seasoning and potatoes, and it's great. And then you just get like a bed of rice and have some like kebab of lamb or something, and it's great stuff. I love having just some pita bread. That was them hummus. It's great stuff. I love that stuff. It was the last time I got to eat that. You know, our apartment, before I moved to Arizona, that apartment was a very good apartment. I gotta say, this apartment over here is kind of low tier, but that apartment was very good, and it was located next to a nice little shopping plaza that actually had good restaurants and a boba tea place all right there that I could take ride my scooter to or walk to and just have a boba tea, a really big boba tea too, for like not that much, and I could get my Mediterranean food. There was a Starbucks and a fucking Ralph's there. That was such prime location for a fucking apartment. This one's not comparing much. We have a fucking this place has a baby, and I'm scared for the baby half the time. And that place over there likes to blast their stereo full of dumb hip hop songs randomly, and do it just in the right timelines where they probably won't get a cop coming and being like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" And you know, like I had that whole situation with the laundromat that never happened at that old apartment, and they actually had nice pools.
Well, tell the chat what happened with the laundromat, Heather.
We have a laundromat that's actually right outside my window, right next door, and it's very convenient to have it there. And usually it's fine, you know, they'll have it open around 11 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and I'll do all my laundry, and that'll be it. But today, it wasn't open at 11. I'm like, okay, they're late, I'll come back later. Come back in an hour, still not open. I call them, being like, hey, when are you gonna open the laundromat in the back of the complex today? They're like, we're sorry, someone should have opened that already. We'll send a housekeeper to go do it. Waited like a half hour out there, no housekeeper ever came. I'm like, okay, fine, I do more of my chores, I come back, it's still not open. I try to call them again, their line is busy. I'm like, how? So, like, there's 3 laundromats in this apartment complex. There's the one in the back that's very close to me, and we are all the way in the back of this complex. And there's, like, the freaking middle laundromat that's, like, in the center of the complex that's, like, a block away that I could walk to, or the one at the very, very, very front. Luckily, the middle one was open. For some reason, they can open that laundromat and not the one in the back. But I had to go all the way, walk a damn block each time to go put my laundry in there, go back and doing whatever I was doing, because like it takes like a half hour for the washing machine to do its thing, and it takes like 45 minutes for it to dry, so I'm not going to stay there the whole time. See, but yeah, I had to walk back and forth. It's Arizona. It's freaking hot. I don't want to do this shit. It's bad enough I have to walk back and forth to the one next door, okay? I'm sweating either way. Ugh, dude. Boba Fiend. Juanita said, yes, I miss freaking Boba Fiend.
Oh, let's see here. Juanita says I'm frugal. Which I used to be way more frugal than I am now. I wish I could.
Oh my god. How much more frugal can you get?
I used to be way more frugal, Heather.
Oh my god. As it is, I think you're kind of cheap.
Oh, let's see here. Pristine wants to know if I create a grocery list too, and I actually do not, because my when I go grocery shopping, it's very routine, so I know exactly what I want, and I get it, and I pretty much always get the same exact stuff, so I don't really need a list.
I like having a list because there's always one little fucking thing you'll forget going off that method. Because that always happens to me. I just like having the list. It's because as soon as I think of something I should get, I can put it down and I won't forget it. It'll be right there for me to remember. My memory the little details will slip.
Christine says that she really likes hummus, but she hasn't had it in years because she's the only one in her family who likes it. Christine, you just got to get some for yourself.
Yeah, my family liked hummus. Simple enough. But Costco had this big tub of like a garlic hummus. Though I'd like it if they let you test the hummus. Because we got a hummus that came with our bagels at work, and I tried the hummus and it tasted like freaking dirt. That hummus was terrible. So I these days I'm like, can I sample the hummus?
I've never had a bad hummus from Publix.
You should give me some of that hummus. What kind is it? Like, what's the flavoring on that?
I couldn't tell you. I just could tell you it's very good.
Well, I'll have to try it. Because there was just this garlic-based hummus. Because we'd had the Mediterranean hummus, and we're like, we really just want some hummus. Where can we get some hummus? We saw it at Costco, and it's like, ooh, and it has garlic in it. Because anything with garlic is good. And we had it, and it was a very good hummus.
Syndicate wants to know if you ever had someone to deal with someone screaming about sports in your house.
I don't want to talk about it.
That's a yes then. Heather, here's a question I wanted to ask you. Did you like the grape leaves when I took you to that Mediterranean place at the mall?
The grape leaves? Did I eat leaves?
Right. So we were there. I got us 2 heroes, and I got myself a few grape leaves, and those are leaves that that have been wrapped up and filled with rice, with steamed rice, and dipped in olive oil, I believe, and it kind of soaked in olive oil for a while. And I had you try one of those.
I think it was good. I think I would have told you if I didn't like it. I don't. I'm remembering them, but I don't remember them tasting really bad.
I remember at the time you saying it's all right, but it's all right can mean a few different things.
Okay, it's all right. I know me. It's all right means like I didn't really like it, but if I was starving out in the jungle, I would eat it. Which means it's not amazing.
Now, you see, grape leaves are one of my favorite things.
You're a weirdo, but I love you.
Yep. Let's see here.
I'm drinking my drink really fast, and I think it's because I'm hot, but then fortunately that makes me a teeny bit tipsy.
Spencer says, I'm allergic to hummus. Get me one that's not made of chickpeas, and I'll see if I like it. I don't know if that's possible. Pristine also tried grape leaves and didn't like them. Why are you guys so weird about not liking grape leaves?
Probably the olive oil. Too much olive in the oil. It's the oversaturation. I would gladly go back and get a hero.
I kind of want one now myself. There's a place by where I work that sells heroes as well, but they're not as good. Christine wants to know if I like coconut. Sometimes I will eat a Almond Joy. Other than that, no, I'm not a fan of coconut. Coconut soda is actually pretty good.
I'm not a big coconut fan either, and I will have it in nothing. I don't like Almond Joy either. But my mom will swear by coconut oil. And you know what? I kind of believe her because I've had credence. For some reason, Tiffany, our Chiweenie dog that we have, that they still have to this day. She's an old dog, but she's still looking pretty good. She was scratching at her chest a lot, like scratching at her nipples so bad they looked like freaking zits. They was really red. We weren't sure what the problem was, and my mom was like, "Oh, I don't know why we hadn't planned to take her to the vet yet," but my mom was like, "Get the coconut oil and we'll rub that on her and see what happens." And she was totally like cool after that. She liked it too. She liked having coconut oil rubbed on her tummy because then she could lick it. I think she liked coconut. So if you want to give coconut to my dog, that's something. Don't give her almond joy. Give her some coconut oil. She likes it rubbed on her tummy.
Coconut oil is very good for your skin and hair.
Oh, there you go. My dog loved it.
Yep.
And she enjoyed having just a random belly rub every night. Her tummy got better.
How's that ear coming? It looks like you're almost done with that one.
Almost done.
Nice. What do we want to talk about tonight, Heather?
I'm almost done with The Mandalorian.
Come again?
I'm almost done with The Mandalorian. Well, season 1.
Okay, so how's that show treating you?
It's pretty good. I think you might like it. I hate to say it, I'm buying into the Baby Yoda thing. It's cute, and I hate it. I love it, though. It's very cute, and it makes me angry that I'm into it.
I looked up when Brian was watching that show, and I saw Bill Burr in it, which surprised the heck out of me, because you'd think Disney wouldn't want to touch someone like Bill Burr with a 20-foot pole.
I don't know factoids about Bill Burr. What'd he do?
He's just he's a not in any way politically correct comedian, and Disney seems to be more and more down the rabbit hole with the extreme political correctness.
Let me look up Bill Burr real quick. I gotta look at him to remember who he is. Oh, Bill Burr. I know the episode he was in.
Yeah.
He was in one episode, though. He kind of sucked. But I think, he was a character you were supposed to hate, so that probably worked for him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think you'd like The Mandalorian. I like it because he never takes his helmet off. And that's like a fucking Mandalorian thing, apparently. And I'm like, sweet, Mandalorians never take the helmet off. Keep it on, even during sex.
I heard recently that that the actor is probably going to quit over that because he wants actual face time on the screen.
Oh, that sucks. Well, I thought they kept that. Well, I don't know. I feel like you would keep the Mandalorian's helmets on just to make it more of like a people can project what they'd want onto the character. I can kind of understand like you wanting like some recognition for your roles because like, I mean, it definitely has his name in the credits, who the Mandalorian is, but, like, people like having to associate a face with a name, and all they associate the Mandalorian with is his helmet.
Oh, let's see here.
Wings, head, ear.
They should hire me to play the Mandalorian.
Sure, honey, that'd be sexy. Put on the suit.
And one good way to ruin your childhood is to look up like pictures on set of the original Star Wars when the guy that was playing Boba Fett had his helmet off. That is the most like nerdy looking dude with a porno mustache and thick glasses.
I can actually picture him.
Yep.
Like, so Boba Fett, the Mandalorian, wasn't played by the guy who actually showed his face in the movie? Or no, is it like the original Star Wars who played Boba Fett? I'm thinking about, not Boba Fett, Jango Fett is who I'm thinking about.
Yes. Yep, that's exactly right. Let's see here. Christine says, I like Mediterranean food, just not grape leaves, but she loves falafel. I don't like falafel.
I can't remember what falafel is.
I don't even know how I would describe it.
Let me Google it real quick. I'll look at it and I'll know what it is.
Syndicate wants to know if we've seen Pony Life yet.
Oh, falafels. I've seen these. From a deep fried patty made from ground chickpeas, fava beans, or both. Traditional. Let me see what the inside looks like. I don't know if I've tried falafel, but I'm willing to try it. Looks like it's something you dip something in. Looks like it's got like spinach or something in it. I don't know. It looks like a freaking hush puppy is what it looks like, or like one of those pancake puppies from Denny's, but
When
like
I was
the unsweet kind.
when I had falafel, the restaurant gave me ranch on the side to dip. And that definitely improved the experience for me. So what do you think about Pony Life, Heather?
Pony Life. What I've seen, it's entertaining enough. It's fun.
It's too much of an acid trip for me. I can't get into it.
Gosh, why do they have the directions so weird? Okay, with
What do
white.
the directions say?
For the wings, it's not in the same format, because in the other format it does it by rounds, but with the wings it's different. Hey, what's up? I'll plug in the speaker. What'd you step on? It's okay, it's made out of leather, it can't break.
How's it going, sweetie?
Speakers.
Oh wait, you're wearing
No,
headphones. Sweetie
microphone,
can't hear me.
Dummy.
Dang, that's loud.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna turn off your desktop audio. I was wearing my kitty ears for this. Very cute. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give my mama for that.
Filmer Brony says Bill Burr is best known for the voice of E.T., and I didn't know that about him. I know him as a comedian.
I didn't know that. I made the 2 ears. Nice. We're making a wing now. Nice. All the nice. Watch out, the cat's behind you. Yeah.
We're drinking Red Bull in here, sweetie.
Mm-hmm. What?
We're drinking Red Bull in here and getting wings.
What? I don't know. Something about.
Oh, because you're.
Because Joe. I guess.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I need to get hydrated. I've been drinking my hard lemonade like gulp, gulp, gulp.
Alcohol is not going to really hydrate you
It's
that
true.
well.
It's because I'm hot. But it's cold.
Yeah, unfortunately, alcohol is a dehydrant, as is caffeine.
Yeah. Too bad. I like iced
That's
coffee
what-
too.
That's what actually hangovers are mostly about. It's about you being severely dehydrated.
Ooh.
I've heard numerous people say the best way to handle a hangover is to before you go to sleep, after you've had a lot to drink, slam a loaf of bread.
That entirely depends. I mean, in the sense that would absorb some of the alcohol, but that's honestly something you should have been doing while you were drinking. Doing it after the fact may not help much.
Oh yeah, like eating a full, like, cause I was like usually like 2 drinks or even like especially 3 will have me down and taking a nap. But one time we were at a Chili's and I was hungry but also wanted a drink and I was paying, so I didn't care. I got like a freaking skillet and I was just eating food and drinking. I'm like, oh, I'm not.
Yeah, you don't get as drunk if you eat while you drink. Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, because you're eating a full meal and you're drinking. I'm like, oh, that's good to know if I don't want to get drunk.
Because part of it is like how much in your stomach is alcohol, you know, and if the alcohol is being diluted with like food and other things, then it's not going to get to your brain quite as quickly because it's got other things that your stomach is also processing.
I kind of want some bread right now. Like, in no particular fashion, want some bread.
Syndicate wants to know, do we think they should recast the Black Panther since Chadwick has
They
passed
should
away?
just hand down the mantle to who was casted as his little sister, because
Yeah.
people are really into that idea.
Because it was what happens in the comics.
Yeah.
Is that his younger sister becomes the Black Panther. So that just makes both canonical sense and just no one but Chadwick can be.
I suppose that would work, but hear me out.
No.
They should cast me as the Black
How
Panther.
did I know that
I
was what he
know,
was
right?
gonna say?
Predictable.
I knew
much.
it. I'm so done with your shit. Stick to being a
Before
Mandalorian.
I even said it, was just like, no.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, I know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna shoot it down right now.
Kitty, why are you
But
whining?
Heather has seen me in my Black Panther workout
God, he
shirt,
looks really
and
good
I
in that
look
shirt.
really good.
He looks good in that shirt. It like defines his abs. It looks really good, but like still no.
Still no.
Still no. Wear the shirt for sure. Wear that shirt. You look good in it. He looks really good in it. I won't lie. He looks really good in that shirt. Damn that shirt!
Heather, I was walking around Walmart today wearing that shirt and my
Somebody hit on
Master
you?
Chief and my Master Chief face mask, and I got so many compliments. Like,
Them bitches
like-
trying to get you? Who's talking to you?
Who's talking to you?
no, people were just like passing me by, going, "Hey, cool shirt. Hey, cool mask. Hey, cool mask. Hey, cool shirt." I was like, I got like 5 compliments just walking around Walmart. I'm like, gosh darn.
Bitches are on him, sweet. I have to go over there.
You gotta beat him up.
Sick of that shit. You people looking
gotta
at your
pee on him.
abs. Pee on him? What the fuck?
Mark him as yours.
Dude, I'm not into that kid.
Wait, I didn't hear what Sweetie said. What'd
You
you
don't want to
say?
hear it. You don't want to. You don't want to hear it.
Okay, I'll find out after the stream. I'll
Probably.
rewatch it. Maybe I'll be able to hear it there.
Yeah, but it's fucking, he does look really good in that shirt. He defines his body so well. I don't know what it is about that shirt. It's got like the necklace thing going on here. It makes his
Oh,
chest, his titties just pop. They pop. God, he looks good in those compression shirts. Those are really good on him. People, freaking bitches looking at you. I gotta be there so I can have my hand up that shit. I'm like, yeah, you think it looks good? It's mine. Oh, what? You want a piece? No, I don't think so. No, it's mine. Freaking letting bitches talk to you. I'll kill you. Kick your ass.
It's good to know I'm not the only jealous one.
Nope.
Kick your fucking ass. Kick that fucking ass.
That's the difference, though. She'll kick your ass as well.
How dare you entertain it for a split second?
I didn't though. What are you talking about?
I have
It's
to
because
assert
I've
my
got-
dominance. I have to look him in the face, just like I drew that one time. I gotta assert
There
my
you go.
dominance in front of the thoughts.
There you go.
That belongs to me. Bronny, I'm gonna have to put my hand into your back pocket so I am consistently grabbing your ass, so people know who you are owned by.
Heather, we got a problem with that though, because if I'm wearing the Black Panther shirt, odds are it's because I'm coming from or going to a workout. None of my workout pants have pockets.
Well, I'm putting my hands in your pants. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
I'd rather you not do that in public.
At
Quit
least,
being
you know,
shy!
Well, that should be a post-marriage thing. When you're married, she can put her hands down.
Well, then my hand has to go up your shirt, okay? It's
Okay,
gotta
there
go
you go.
somewhere on you. I
Okay.
can't, like, just open mouth kiss you in front of everybody. We're wearing masks. It's COVID. I'm being considerate. I'm polite like that.
Okay. I don't agree with this, but I'm just gonna let it go for now.
Like you could.
Christine says I tried to watch Pony Life, but watching it was painful due to my sensory issues, so I physically can't watch it.
Oh, wow.
You're not missing. You're not missing
You're
anything.
not missing much, yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, but I mean, would you really say like she's missing a cultural phenomenon of pony life? And, like,
No, but, like, it's cute. I like some stuff. Rarity looks adorable in it.
you're just rarity trash.
Yes, I am. I got, like, 2 or 3 Rarity plushes over there. What the fuck? I'm wearing this!
It's a horrible version of Rarity too. It's like Rarity if it was written by Heather.
Oh, that makes it even better! She's just kicking ass.
Oh,
Love my
geez.
Rarity. She got a whole
Christine says
thing.
hi, sweetie.
Hi.
Oh, good times with Rarity.
Let's see here.
Oh, yeah, and also I have
Syndicate
2
wants to
Rarity
know,
figurines. Well, there's another one.
sweetie. Syndicate wants to know what you think about the Maleficent movies.
Yeah, they've been talking about those. I'm like, she's not gonna like them. I'm just full of Christmas presents right
Cool. Which ones are mine? I'm just kidding.
now. I'm
I'm just kidding. I haven't even started on my Christmas. Well, this is gonna be another card year.
This is I gotta freaking start ordering shit now
Yeah.
for things because most of this is for kids. Like that's for my nephew Benjamin is the pugs, and the kitties are for Bobby, and the polka dot is for my niece, and the blue is for my nephew Little D, and the big red one on the bottom is for my mother. I don't have to buy for my Aunt Dell anymore, but I only got like a little keychain for my sister. And I'm like, I gotta find something more for my sister. My mom is totally done. But I have to get another set of cards for my nephew Bobby because, no, not Benjamin, because I got one for Bobby and I got one for Little D, and I didn't get one for Benjamin. But I got him a card, but he needs a pack of Hot Wheels because I got a pack of Hot Wheels for the other 2 kids, and it wouldn't be fair. And I have to get something big for little D, and for Jazz.
Oh, Heather, tell the chat about what I found at Walmart today, and I sent you a picture.
Oh
of
my
it, remember?
god, I wanted him to get it for my nephews. It's like, you know those little cars that you can get for kids to drive around? It was a fucking Nerf tank, though. They could shoot shit out of it. I was just like, how much is it? My nephews need this if I can't have it. And I was like, it's $400, Heather. And like, they're gonna outgrow it in like a few years. And I'm like, I want to spoil those children. If I was rich.
If you were rich.
If I was rich, I would do it.
However,
right,
I may have gotten a raise, but I ain't that rich.
Yeah.
Good.
I was like, I don't think your raise was that much.
I saw it and I'm like, that is hilarious and ridiculous, and Heather would love it. So I took a picture of it and I sent it to her saying, "Why do kids get all the cool stuff?" And or why is all the cool stuff just for kids or something like that? And she in all caps like immediately is like, "Bronny, how much is it?" And I'm like, I said $400. And then she writes back like she said, "I need to spoil my nephews." And I go, and I'm like, but yeah, just like I said, they're gonna outgrow it in a year, maybe two if we're lucky. And they live in an apartment. They're not gonna have any place they can drive it around.
It's not fair. It's so not fair. I'm so pissed off. I had a Barbie Jeep, a pink little Jeep when I was a little kid.
I had none of that crap. I had a bike at some point.
It took me forever. Like, I had a bike with training wheels for sure, but I didn't learn how to ride a two-wheeled bike until I was like 12, and that's because my mom would take me to the school parking lot every day of summer until I learned how to do it. And I'm like, why do I have to do this? I don't take a bike anywhere.
You had to learn. Yeah, that was the only way you could do anything, I guess, when I was a kid. You had to learn how to ride a bike.
Well, that wasn't the case. I didn't go anywhere. And I ended up breaking my collarbone on that bike, so why even?
I did get rather hurt on a bike, yes, but, that's part of trauma.
Yeah. Some of the worst injuries I've ever had have been on bikes. That's just,
That's
how
just
it
part
goes.
of growing up, yeah.
You need to get those. You need to get those when you're a kid, because when you're a kid, you can shake them off real easy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I still have to go to the hospital for stitches, but I'm
right.
fine.
Okay, I haven't gotten. What the? Okay,
You broke a collarbone. That's worse.
It hurt a lot. Oh my god, I've told you that story a few times though now.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it was all like, oh, did take me to the hospital for like 2 days, and I'm like, did someone call CPS? I'm like, no, were they supposed to?
Yes.
They didn't.
That is,
according to my father, I had a Power Wheels when I was real young, but we ran into a problem we ran into the problem of my being a fat, ugly Asian baby. That thing could not pull me. I'm too heavy for the Power Wheels. I was too powerful for the Power Wheels,
I've seen
ladies.
baby pictures of him at this point. He wasn't that big. I've seen kid pictures of him. He was a little bit of a husky kid, but like he could fit all this stuff. It wasn't open. It wasn't terrible. He was like my little nephew Luke. I was showing you pictures.
Yes.
He's a little chunk, but he's a little hunk too. A little big. I love that little boy. They're such good little boys.
Oriental's Clock says, "Hi all, how have you guys been? Long time no talk. Speaking of Pony Life, oh look, Christine, do you have a Pony Life version of your OC2? Let's see here. Iris B95 says, "Hi everyone."
Oh, hello. I want an OC plush of my plushie. I mean, I made one, but I want one like you have too. But they're pricey. But, whatever, I'll look into it. I got a sneeze. It's not coming out. I'm really upset about that right now.
Iris P95 says, "I have been binge watching DuckTales."
Good girl.
I gotta binge watch that too. The first episode was good, and I never got to the rest.
I am grossly behind, but I think I watched the first season.
What season are they on?
I think they might be on the third, so I think I am.
Holy crap, they got fast. I did like that they brought back the Caballeros. I love the Caballeros.
No, I know. You're just saying it very, very white.
It's not my fault!
You're just being a wee bit... Caballeros.
Caballeros.
No, it's the yeah. You're like caballeros. Well, you were like this close from going caballeros, and I was gonna smack you.
Caballeros. Yeah.
Watching the three caballeros makes me want a vagina.
Makes you want a vagina? That's what I heard, dude. I'm literally trying to translate what you must have said.
Because what the
A vagina.
Oh, that's not what I heard.
He wants a Hispanic vagina.
There you go.
Oh jeez.
Whatever you're into, dude. I mean,
I'm so glad Juanita isn't still here to hear that.
She's so offended right now in like wherever the hell she is. She just feels it. She goes like, I feel like someone said something really
Someone
cool.
else vaginas.
She's like, I don't know why, but I think I'm gonna kick Bronny's butt tomorrow.
Yeah, there are like so many reasons. I wouldn't question that. Like, it's like I suddenly have this impulse to kick Bronny's ass, and he probably deserves it. So.
Yeah, let's see here. Syndicate wants to see the Sweetie plushie.
Off I go.
Where did Knife run away?
Yes, she ran away at some point. She probably knows that I'm close to tricking her. Well,
We can't hear you, Sweetie.
It's okay. She's getting it. She's getting it.
Let's see here. Yeah, you try to make a joke and everybody thinks you're talking about vaginas.
Well, stop talking about vaginas.
I wasn't talking about vaginas.
Whose vagina did you want? You wanted someone Hispanic? You know I'm not Hispanic. Whose vagina were you talking about?
You can be Hispanic if you wanted to, Heather.
No, you can't. You're an idiot.
What are you saying? Are you saying somebody can't be something because of, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna go down.
Yes,
with the
don't.
jokes.
Please. Here, sweetie plush. Oh, I used that new vacuum today. It's so good.
Yeah, well, because our last one didn't work at all.
Yeah, like I tried to make it work, and I was just like, just work for me.
No, it wasn't working whatsoever.
Yeah, so yeah, but I don't know if you noticed, carpet looks great. Other than the pee spot, and also it can't pick up that litter. That litter is just stuck in there. So I might have to get a professional on that. But like,
Well, I mean, I'll probably clean the carpet while you're off on Thanksgiving.
where am I going for Thanksgiving? Oh yeah, I remember where I'm going for Thanksgiving. Yes. I totally forgot. Forget my own damn plans.
I was like, unless that's changed,
It's like I don't know what I'm doing.
right?
I don't know why I'm here right now.
Okay, so sweetie, I'm glad you're here because I gotta pitch an idea to you. I need your help
I'm
to
already
make
against
this
it.
a reality. So I was on Tumblr the other day, and
That's
I saw an
not a good way to
idea
start.
that was amazing, and we need to steal it and claim that we came up with it. So
I tried
uh,
to
the-
came up with it.
the Tumblr post went something roughly like this: in 200 years, in 200 some odd years, somebody's going to make a Hamilton-like Broadway musical, except it's going to be about Donald Trump, and there's going to be some, fanboy of this play out there that stands Donald Trump, and then I'm going to have to rise from the grave and destroy the world. And I think that that's an amazing idea. So I need your help, sweetie, to make the Donald Trump Hamilton musical.
No.
No, because the reason why the Hamilton musical works is because Hamilton was one of the founding fathers that did not get a lot of press because he was so hated by the opposition that he was erased from history for the most part, except for the glory of his death and the fact that he was part of Wall Street. But otherwise, he was erased from history. And it's about his rise and his downfall and the humanity therein. You can't do that with Trump.
Perhaps. I'll bet you I could find a spin.
Please. Please get your politics out of my stream. I don't care if it's musical politics. I don't want politics here. I have like a pile of mail here that I have to go through that is just politically related.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I'm so damn tired. I got so tired one day. Like I was at work and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look up both sides and just get a real perspective. My God, was it exhausting.
By the way, I looked at that proposition you were talking about it taxing parents. It's not about parents, it's people.
Really? I don't
Single
know.
people, married people. It didn't say anything about parents.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll show you what I read. My prop said something weird, like family homes. It said households of like
Households,
families.
yeah. No, it didn't say anything about families.
Well,
Households, yes. But
I'll
everything's
show
a
you
household.
what I
We are a
read.
household.
I'll show you what I read, but it did say like stuff about families and parents and like single parent households. It
Well,
mentioned
single
that.
households, and because it's like single or married households. Like single people, married people.
I'll show you what I read. I remember it. It said stuff like related to what I said, but I don't know what the deal is.
Okay, so Syndicate said, could you have seen Burr actually become president? Before you answer that, for a
cool.
second there, I thought he was talking about Bill Burr, and and then I realized he was talking about Aaron Burr.
Aaron Burr, who was
And,
vice
yeah,
president. So yeah, it could have been a possibility.
But I would vote for Bill Burr for president in a heartbeat.
I don't know enough about Bill Burr.
Neither do I.
Like, even if Trump was running against Bill Burr, that'd be a tough decision for
Stop.
me.
Stop thinking of stuff. Excuse me. I'm not sober enough for this shit.
Let's see here. Emerald Spencer wants to know if I'm moving from exhaustion already. And no, I'm just having fun. I'm sorry there's no distinction for you.
No, there's a distinction between tired Brawny and having fun Brawny. He's not quite there yet.
Yeah, and
Tired Brawny doesn't know up from down, and it's funny.
I've been making sure he's been going to bed early. He's
Mm-hmm.
been going to bed at our time 8, his time.
11.
Yeah, that's early for him. He's been doing good.
My favorite story is still when I thought Sweetie was a hallucination.
Yes. He was going on, and I don't know, he was being down on himself, and I'm like, no, you're fine, blah, blah, blah. He's like, shut up, sweetie of my subconscious, basically. He's like, you're not real. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, I thought I
Okay.
was dreaming.
yes, he was like, you're not real, you're in my mind, I'm dreaming, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. And then the next morning, he's like, so I was gonna tell you about this weird dream I had, and then I saw our chat history.
And I realized it wasn't.
Yeah.
There was a time he threatened to sick Louie on me, and I'm like, Louie's not gonna do it. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. He's like, Louie, ravish her. And I'm like, what? He's like, I don't want to do that. He's like, you have to. I told you. He's like, I'm not doing that. And it's just like, what the hell?
Oh God!
Louis gets on my case
I
'cause I
remember
take
you
too much
telling me
advantage of-
about that too. That was early. That was like we'd known each other for a couple of months.
Yeah, he got into it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Right? It's like, oh, we have not reached that level yet. But okay. Yeah, Louis gets on my case for taking advantage of tired Brawny, but he's so funny.
It's pretty funny.
Have I ever been tired in person around you guys and gone crazy?
I don't think so.
Not that I recall.
No. I'm actually kind of scared of what they're doing.
Probably because, for the most part, we're all like, okay, time to go to bed. Whereas usually when you're bothering me in chat, I'm trying to go to bed, and you're bitching at us about how sleep deprived you are. I'm like, shut the frick up. Whereas when we're in person, everyone goes to their assigned beds, and that's it. At least that's what I recall. I don't know.
Yeah.
There could have been a time I've repressed.
No, I've been sleeping in the hotel with him the last few cons he's been to. He hasn't gotten there yet. I'm making sure, like, he goes down. At the very least, like, you gotta sit still. I'm gonna fall asleep on you.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to.
Yep.
Yep. And then I have trouble getting to sleep myself sometimes, or I just wake up randomly in the middle of the night. The last time when she came down here to visit, we were asleep, and then I woke up, and for some reason my back was just on fire. Like I was in so much pain for some reason. So I went and boiled myself for about 30 minutes, and then I came back, and then I was able to actually get some sleep.
remembered something earlier. Oh, remember when we both couldn't sleep and we didn't know it? That both of us were sleeping?
Yes,
Like,
we
and then
both
I
couldn't sleep, and then we were both tweeting about how we couldn't sleep, and we're like, dude!
I think I was the first one to tweet, it's like, hey guys, it's 5 a.m. and I still haven't been able to sleep. And you're like, holy shit!
Yeah, right, yeah.
I was like, I started playing Skyrim on my Switch in bed, and you're like, yo, I can't sleep either. Oh!
Yeah, that was funny.
That was when I was on that 2-week quarantine, and dude, my sleep schedule went everywhere. I started playing Skyrim, and that fucked me up.
I fucking love Skyrim now, though. I love it. Watching videos about it at work, I'm thinking about it half the damn time. Playing it less, which is probably what's best for me. But I love that shit.
I just remember there was a time I woke up. And I had some Twitter notifications, and so I checked the Twitter notifications, and apparently at like 4 in the morning, I wrote something along
You were
the lines
tweeting
of.
in your sleep.
Yeah, I was. I had wrote at like 4 in the morning. I wrote something along the lines of, "I will ascend to the status of wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man," and one of the responses was, "Sweetie, go to sleep."
And then Heather chimed in, I think, in the morning, like, oh my god, what am I doing with this man?
Yeah, half the time it's him, like, I went to sleep, and I'm, like, just a little snuggle bug in here, and he's just like, what's up, bitches? And I'm just waking up in the morning like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I wasn't here for this.
Yeah.
Heather's asleep. Time to party. Post memes about how Husband Hotel sucks.
That's me.
Has-been
I
Hotel's
love
the
making
shit.
Has-Been Hotel memes. And you know, I was thinking about how, like, I don't know, it came up in my mind while I was driving. Now that I drive, I think about stuff weird. But, like, I was just like, I suddenly get, like, Alistair's everybody says Bondo, but it super makes sense for you because he's tall and skinny.
I know.
I was just like, the only thing about him might be the hair that you wouldn't like, but, like, even
Yeah.
that, it's kind of like, you know, it could get shorter, but, like, he has
Oh,
those
yeah.
ears.
He's got the ears, yeah.
Yeah, so it works. I was like, no wonder she likes him. He's tall and skinny. He's like 7 feet tall.
And he's like, and I was, the funny thing is, I was telling Anthony, he's like, I hate to say it, but Alistair reminds me of you. I'm like, and he's like, what? Because I'm tall and skinny. And I'm like, that? And he comes in, he's like, I want to help you. And it's like, motherfucker. Yeah. And it's
You are not to be trusted. Be gone.
basically. But yeah, no, I remember, I think Lux, like, made a tweet. It's like, why are you guys such simps for the tall, lanky boys? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm like,
Oh, no, you are too.
yeah, I know. I was like, you can't talk, woman.
I know.
And also, shut up.
I know who the fuck you horny for.
Right? It's like, don't you pretend you don't give us all the fodder we could ever want.
Brandon says, "My feet hurt so good." Also, hi.
Good. Brandon, you're weird.
I mean, whatever you're into.
Hurt so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes love don't feel like it should, baby.
Sorry I made love
Hurt
for
so
you.
good. I don't know.
Eh,
let's
well,
see
you'll
here.
figure that out on your wedding night.
We gotta think about our wedding. Since he's getting
Spencer-
his few steps in the hole, I'm like, won't be long, yeah.
Yep, won't be long now. It will be
Spencer
long, yeah.
says, "The few times I've witnessed Tired Brawny have been in Heather's server when I was up late talking to Brandon, and we were both amused by him the entire time. Why am I so funny?"
You are so funny when you're sleep drunk. Like, that's why Louis gets mad at me, because I will, like, provoke you. And he's like, and Louis will be like, let him go to sleep. I'm like, but he's funny.
It's so good.
It's funny.
I get it. I completely get it.
But then at some point, it's one of those, like, it's funny at first, and then eventually it's like, oh my god, okay, yeah, go to sleep.
It's like, I'm tired too.
It's like, now that's usually when it gets to me. I'm like, okay, I'm too tired for this shit, go to bed. It's like, but we have to do the thing. No, I want to go to bed, so you need to go to bed so I can go to bed.
It's It's like freaking when I started baking when I was drunk a few years back.
Ooh.
No, yeah, I didn't have any
I remember
accidents.
that. Yeah.
That was a thing with my little sister though, that she thought it was awesome that they would take me out to happy hour at Chili's or fucking Carino's or someplace, get calamari and Bellinis, and I'd come home and just bake cookies and cupcakes and cakes, and I was just like, yeah.
See, that's what you should. What were in those drinks? Because that's more of a thing you should do if you're high.
I wanted something sweet. We didn't have anything in the house, I guess. You know, like, her drunk brain was like, make sweet, eat sweet. And she was like mad one time. She wanted to take me drinking. She's like, I want some cookies. Go drink something.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
Let's see here. Megan
I finished
has
the wings.
some news.
yay.
Megan has some news for us that you might like, Heather. There's going to be a Victor and Valentino crossover with Villainous next Monday.
Fuck yeah, I know about that. I'm really excited for it. I don't even watch Victor and Valentino. I'm all about that fucking Villainous. You might like Black Hat or Flug. I mean, they're tall and skinny. Actually, no, you won't like Black Hat. Except for Flug. It's all in Spanish, too, so if you find accents sexy...
I mean, it certainly. You're speaking Spanish to me, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I love Villainous. That's actually... It's based in, like, the Latin American and Spanish-speaking countries. But, we eventually get it translated here. Like, the pilot, they got it in Spanish first, and I watched all of that, and that's actually why I got into Duolingo for a bit and was working on my Spanish, so I could understand the show, because there wasn't subtitles for a little bit in between things. But they did eventually translate the English pilot. But it's weird, and I think I'm having, like, one of those, like, I'm not trying to be a snob about it, but I like the voices the way they sound in the Spanish dub a little more than I like how I like the English people. But, like, because, like, Black Hat, I don't care, because Black Hat is the same voice actor through both. It's the creator of the show. It's him in Spanish and in English. Same voice. But they use different voices for the characters when they translate it to English, and it doesn't feel the same to me. I like kind of Flug's voice in Spanish more than I like it in English. So it's weird. So I gotta, like, watch both things.
Let's see here.
What am I
Michael
doing?
Collins says all of his favorite YouTubers
Porn.
are in one place.
Aww.
Oh, you're adorable.
Brandon says that he agrees with me. There's too much praise out there for Has Been Hotel.
Lies.
It's good, but it is getting overhyped, and I'm
It
worried.
does get overhyped.
I'm worried because, like, as soon as it comes out, it's never going to be as good as we imagine. We have too much fan content and too much hype as fans.
That's
This is
something
going to
you
be
have
one
to
of
be-
those things where it gets ruined by the fandom.
I mean, you can undo it yourself. You have to sort of separate your mind from what the fandom creates and what the actual canon is. And you have to do that for yourself. If you expect the canon to exactly reflect what the fandom has put out there, you're going to be disappointed.
I know, and it's hard sometimes, though, because all we have to consume most of the time is fan content. And, now we have certain expectations of characters. Like, some people think that Alistair can come around to being good, but what if he's just a bad person overall throughout the entire thing, and that'll disappoint a lot of people.
How's it going, Brandon?
And, like, some people, like, because
I'm
we've
doing
seen
okay.
Valentino. Oh, sorry, someone else in the chat.
Brandon came in.
Brandon, what's up?
Not much. I've just been watching and now I'm here.
What is going on, my dude?
But yeah, I had. Sorry.
I don't know, I was gonna say nothing really too much. I worked today and yeah, no, that's really about it, honestly.
Yeah, you're here for the Has Been Hotel discussion.
No, I was going to say actually something similar happened to me, but didn't at the same time with Miraculous Ladybug. Because there was a huge gap between seasons 1 and then 2 and 3 then came rapid fire one right after the other. But there was a huge gap after season 1. And of course, the fandom's going to go crazy. And I was reading all these, fandom comics. And, and then I saw a tweet that I had, it's like, oh, you're right, I have to remind myself, it's like, the things that you've read in the fandom, the things that you've created in the fandom, do not expect the canon to support. Do not expect the canon to do that. They have their own thing that they're doing. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But then season 2 comes around, and there are some things that I swear they stole from the fandom. I'm like, that was in a comic. That was in a I don't even know where you got that except from someone's fandom. I was like, what? So
I feel like some of Steven Universe was like that for me.
But it kind of disappointed me because a lot of people theorized, like, you know, what if, because, like, it was a mystery at the time, but spoiler alert, Rose Quartz is Pink Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people have theorized, like, what if Rose Quartz is Pink Diamond? Then all of us are like, nah, that'd be too obvious. That'd be kind of dumb. Whatever. Then it happened, and I was just like, damn it.
One thing I liked is Gravity Falls did that, like with the again spoilers, this twins, and the funny thing is they made fun of themselves very quickly.
Like with the duck
With
thing.
the duck, they're like,
I love that
it's
thing.
it was like it's a twin. It's like, I thought of that like 4 seasons ago. You know, it was like, oh my goodness. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, that was
and like that was the big twist. Oh.
But it was
Spencer
Gravity Falls.
Spencer says Heather likes subs over dubs confirmed.
For villainous. Let's be clear.
I usually like subs over dubs. There are exceptions, but generally speaking, I prefer subs to dubs.
I like either, especially if it's a good English cast.
If it's it depends. Like I still prefer the English dub of most Miyazaki films, with a couple of exceptions. There are a couple animes I prefer in English, like Yu Yu Hakusho. I actually prefer Digimon in English, even though it's absolute garbage. I still love it. Like it's just like campy and stupid, and it's awful, and I love it.
I mean, I could do either, but I do like having a dubbed anime if I'm like also like it's like I want to crochet while I do it because I can't like read a sub and then crochet while I'm watching something at the same time.
Sure.
Like it's kind of a bother. So if I'm watching an anime with dub, with subs, that means I'm really interested and I'm trying to focus on this anime. Though there are some really great dubs, but like, did I tell you about like the Neverland, the Promised Neverland on Netflix? That is dubbed. It's great voice acting, and it's just a great anime. I can't wait for season 2. And freaking Beastars was dubbed, and it was really good. Freaking Maid-sama, I finished it.
I never saw the dub of Maid-sama, actually. I watched the sub.
It's pretty good.
And yeah, you finished it. Yeah, you got to the end.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I like that. It's good stuff. I love it. Mori was my boy.
Hey Heather,
Love him. Yeah.
Megan wants to know your thoughts on Hell of a Boss.
Hell of a Boss. It's good. It's good for what it is. You know, like, and not as much red as Has Been Hotel. If I gotta say, that's one thing. It's like my OC. Like, you know, I think I was talking about that last week, where I was just like, oh, I drew an OC, and I'm like, hey, I was actually proud of myself for how it came out. I can imagine this in the show, but I watched the show again, like the pilot of Has Been Hotel. I'm like, the only reason she wouldn't fit in is because she's not red.
Yeah.
Because everything is red, but
Everything's
like in
red.
Hell of a Boss, they kind of mixed up the palette. Like, of course, some of the main characters are imps who
Yeah.
are red,
Yes.
but like their environment isn't completely saturated in red. There's like a few characters that aren't red. Freaking, like, there's accents of red, but like, you know, they toned it down with the red.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, my character can fit it again.
I think I still prefer Has Been Hotel to Hell of a Boss. I like them both, but they're very, very different.
They're
to be
different
honest.
beasts.
Yeah, they're
like
different
Hell of a
beasts.
Boss is more of a spin-off and focusing on something a little more small scale.
Yeah.
Like Has Been Hotel has the potential to unroot most
yeah,
of that.
exactly.
How are you doing tonight, Brandon?
Still okay.
Yeah. You got any fun work stories for us?
Those
Not-
12-foot skeletons going.
I'm sorry, I just heard skeleton and I didn't hear the rest.
Oh, how are the 12-foot skeletons? Are they gone?
I don't see him. I don't see him anymore. In fact, I think we're emptying out Halloween stock for some reason, even though it's not even the 20th.
Damn.
You gotta make room for Christmas.
I know. I've just been seeing Christmas trees have been set up for weeks already, but yeah, now they're being advertised.
Alright, so in the next election cycle I'm gonna be running, and I need you all to vote for me on the platform of we're not going to be allowed to sell Christmas stuff before December begins.
I'm going to have a caveat with that. It should be before Advent. Because there was one year where Advent actually came in towards the end of November. And that traditionally speaking, Advent is what secular people call the Christmas season.
Okay, so at the very least, let's get through Thanksgiving. Like, I don't like the Thanksgiving erasure.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know what Advent is. I just know that it sometimes involves calendars and chocolate of some kind or something.
Okay, so basically, Advent is what secular people call the Christmas season. Liturgically, the Christmas season starts on December 25th. And it ends sometime in January. The 12 days of Christmas, the first day of Christmas is Christmas Day. And then it's a 12 days from Christmas to the Feast of the Epiphany when the wise men show up. The thing that's not commonly known is that the wise men are not there on the day of Jesus' birth. They show up 12 days later. So the Christmas season, liturgically speaking, is from Christmas Day until after New Year's. Advent are the 4 weeks before Christmas, the 4 weeks leading up to Christmas. So what the secular community calls the Christmas season is what liturgically should be called Advent. And there are a lot of celebrations that go along with that, but I won't get to it in depth.
And my family just focused on Christmas, really.
You didn't, I guess you, okay, so in Catholicism, you've got the Advent wreath. The Advent wreath has 3 purple candles and a pink candle. And you light each candle on the 4 weeks leading up to Christmas.
I actually remember that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we did that at church, but yeah, we didn't really do much in terms of Advent at the house.
We always had an Advent wreath at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's actually like that's the things that you should have in like your Christmas boxes, your Advent wreath and your nativity set.
Oh yeah, you don't put baby Jesus.
And you don't put
there
baby
until
Jesus in the
Christmas.
nativity set until Christmas Eve or after midnight mass on Christmas Eve.
Zara Ora wants to know, do we watch Yokai Watch?
No. I played like a demo for it once and I didn't really get it.
I don't even know what it is.
It's a game.
That's all I gathered.
It's like there's spirits that cause you to do all the inconvenient things in your day. Like there's a spirit for like having a sneeze that won't come out. It's really weird.
Hence yokai. Gotcha.
I don't even know what yokai means.
Pretty sure it's basically spirit.
It's a Japanese demon.
Oh yeah, there we go. Makes sense.
Were you gonna say something, Brandon?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard you inhale like you were
Oh, that was
about to
me.
start talking. Retro Gamer Kevin says, "Hey, Bronny, Heather, and Sweetie Bloom."
Yo. Brandon is here too.
Hi.
Y'all remember Brandon? He's a moderator too. He can fuck your shit up.
Kevin says, "I really like your Rarity shirt, Heather."
Thank you, Snuggle Trumpet. He makes these shirts. They're awesome. Figured since I wore my Twilight Sparkle one last week, why not?
There you go.
Yep. Zero Aura just reminded me of something that says, "Hey, sweetie, do you know yokai is Japanese for ghost?" And that
Yes,
is
that's what
right.
you
It
said.
was Oni. That is
Oh,
demon.
Oni. Yeah, Oni is actually more directly translated to ogre. And yeah, yokai means ghost. That's why I was saying it's a sort of spirit.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
you know, if you think about it, Yokai Watch is just Ghostbusters.
And there-
Yokai Watch!
And then there's Akuma, which means devil.
I've had something named Akuma before. I don't remember anything other than the word, and I knew it was significant.
Well, I know it's in Miraculous Ladybug.
That might. Fuck it, that was it.
I've heard the word Akuma before!
It's Miraculous Ladybug.
Shit! Only watched season 1, maybe season 2,
Well,
all the way through.
Well, you still would have heard the word Akuma. It's what they
Goodbye,
the dark
little
butterflies.
Akuma.
Yeah. No, it's butterflies when they're purified, but when they're filled with negative energy, the people have been akumatized when they've been taken over by.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
it.
it's like, I was like, because you have the feeling, it's like, I know what this is from, and then as soon as you said it, it went away, and I'm like, fuck! It's Ladybug!
It was
Damn
Ladybug.
fucking French show!
Hell yeah, I love that shit.
I watched
I
some
don't know.
of the
It
episodes.
sounds like you guys have the spirit when it comes to this kind of thing.
What are you doing?
You've got to hear it.
What are you doing? What the fuck?
You didn't have a ghost of a chance with that pun, Brandon.
Do I need to leave? I could get a snack and not deal with this right now. I hope you all know that shit.
You know what, Heather? Call the manager. I don't care. Do it. Leave. Do what you have to do.
Are you calling me a Karen? Is that what you fucking do? Is that you haven't even seen me.
I had to explain to my boss what a Karen was, and the funny thing is, I'm like, oh, we've dealt with our share of Karens, you know. I'm like, I was like, you know what Karens are. You just don't know you know what Karens are.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we didn't have a word for it.
Yeah, we just didn't have a word for it, but we've dealt with it.
We just
Like,
we
y'all
just
know
called
the type
them
of person-
that one chick with the haircut that you
usually
want to beat with a crowbar.
we usually called them this bitch.
Oh my god, I'm getting post-traumatic stress. I don't have to deal with customers anymore, and I don't want to think about it anymore.
I won't have to soon either. I'm so happy.
Oh my god, that's weird. I hate
Wicked Syndicate doesn't know what a Karen is either.
Wicked Syndicate. Just go on Urban Dictionary, okay? I can't.
Be careful going on Urban Dictionary.
I wouldn't. I learned a lot. I learned what a fucking what was it?
I learned things on Urban Dictionary I'd rather not know.
Yeah, I can describe. Like, I know what I learned. I learned a word, and I remember what it meant, but I don't remember what the word is.
So I guess you didn't learn much.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Oh, it was a blumpkin. I learned what a blumpkin is. Don't look that up. Don't be like Juanita and look up something that I just told you not to look up, because she did that shit and she regretted it. Juanita, if you're still in there, tell them how about the time you looked up bad dragons. Don't look up that shit either. Unless you know you're 18 or older.
Unless you're 18 or older and feel like being traumatized.
And, well, actually...
Well, even then, I just still wouldn't go down that route.
Yeah,
Adult
honestly.
products that are based in certain interests. Sorry, children. Well, I don't have children in here. I said this wasn't a stream for kids.
It's true.
You're all old enough. Except for my nephews. Get out!
They're not here tonight, Heather.
Thank
That
God.
you know of.
They're probably...
You know what I haven't done yet? I haven't looked up my name under. After all these years,
Yeah,
I still
because on
haven't
Urban
done it.
Dictionary, you can look up your own name and see what people
Your
think
name would
is.
be in
I
Urban
liked
Dictionary.
mine.
You've got a
I
very
feel like mine wasn't too
you've
bad.
got a very
It
generic
wasn't
name.
accurate to me, but it wasn't too bad.
I liked mine because it's like Heather, the girl of your dreams. She's got eyes like the sea. She's your number one. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Urban Dictionary.
I feel like mine was more like, I don't know. I just remember it wasn't insulting, which was impressive. But it also was sort of like, oh yeah, that. I think it was like, this person is very confident. I'm like, oh yeah, no.
I just definition 2 says Brandon doesn't exist. He is physically above any being in the universe, and nobody can reach his level.
There you go.
No, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
totally. I would believe it. You're gonna
No,
ascend
I'm-
to that eventually.
I'm pretty average.
I'm actually interested in looking it up again. Look at what you've done.
Look up Heather.
Okay, so
alright, I'll look
Y'all
up-
know what my
hold on.
name is.
so I looked up Brawny, and it just says having strong muscles, right?
Uh-huh.
But
Hat.
there's a dozen like variations of Brawny. There's like Brawny with an I. There's Brawny and Juicy, Brawny Bomb, Brawny and Shunt, Brawny Man, Atlanta Santa.
Atlanta Santa, yeah!
Alright, we've got Heather, someone who is prettier than you, more talented, amazing, and every guy would get down on their knees for her, so that's about accurate.
College Hunk,
Come to me, simps.
Schlongburger. Why does Schlongburger show up when I search for my name?
You have a Schlongburger, Ronnie?
Let's be careful with the definitions and words we read tonight.
Lesbian NASCAR.
What's lesbian NASCAR?
There we go.
Alaska Daddy.
Yeah, see, this is not accurate.
What does it say?
For my name is like a very kind person but with a fiery soul. She is dark but happy most of the time. She is very beautiful. She is Peng. I don't even know what the hell that means.
Paying.
No, P-E-N-G. I don't even know what the hell that means.
Let me look that up in Urban
I
Dictionary.
know, right? She is also the best at hugs and kisses. She is the best girlfriend and will always listen to you. And if you feel down, she will try to make you happy. If you ever let her go, it will be a big mistake. She also is the biggest friend always, hanging out with people and very good listener. She has many great talents, like singing, but really good at drawing. This is all bullshit.
Well,
I mean, look at that really good at
I don't know,
drawing. Bullshit.
I saw you draw once and it was pretty good. The rest
My
is
drawing
whatever.
is shit.
Like you're a good friend and stuff.
I like this one. It's my name and specifies it not spelled incorrectly. Smart.
Oriental's Clock says, I also feel bad for every nice person named Kevin or Kelvin, which some would say is the male version of Karen.
I have heard Kevin as the male version of Karen, yeah. And I want to say, by the way, that I know a lot of good Karens. I'm related to a couple of Karens who are great, but their name is spelled with C, so it's really not the same thing.
No.
I'm cheating.
Like,
Yep.
What do we think of the upgrade to Karens? I call them Gertrude.
Gertrude is Karen's grandma.
Yeah, I'm like, Gertrude sounds like an old Swedish
Gertrude
woman.
was born in 1915, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know which end I started with.
I've had to deal with a couple of
Is that supposed to be
Gertrudes.
the horn?
Yep.
And you're not sure which is the pointy end?
They both look kind of pointy. I think this is. Yeah, that's pointy.
Okay.
Just slap it on there.
It'll be fine.
It's fine. It's good. They're doing great.
Okay, so Brawny with an I is beyond lucky.
Aw.
Oh, that's not correct.
Aw, well,
not
he's got you.
I mean, that's kind of lucky. Maybe you're just lucky to be alive.
There you go.
There you go. It's like Zuko.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Zuko.
Where's Zuko? He
Hey.
got there in the end.
People love Zuko.
Zuko's the shit.
Zuko is hot.
Well, I wouldn't say he's my type, but I love his character arc.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was a sucker for the angsty emo
Yeah,
boys.
yeah, you do that.
Who wasn't that?
Right. I was too old to have like a husbando in Avatar.
I was the right age.
Yeah, I was not. I was like, I think probably if I was younger I'd be into Sokka because I'm into like funny guys, but like again, I think I was 20 when it was coming out or some shit, so I was like,
I was definitely in school. How far apart are we in age? Like 5 years.
5, 6, something like that.
So when you were 20, I was 15.
That sounds about right. So you would have been the right age. But let's see when it actually came out and maybe online. It came out in... Tell me your secrets, Google. 2005. So, well, actually,
Oh yeah, that was I was a child.
I must not have... 2005 to 2008. God. Still, I was an older teenager and...
I was
granted, some of the-
10. I was 10, I think, because I was born in 95. So
Yeah, you would've been
5
10.
Yeah, I would have been 10.
I guess I was the right age. Maybe I was just old enough where I was like, ew, no children.
And I was just like, I am a child.
Yeah, right? I mean,
wasn't-
certainly I remember, like, Aang and Toph definitely being younger than me. I think I must have been at least Sokka's age, if not older. So I guess, actually, I think Zuko was about my age.
Zuko would have
And Zuko's not my type. So I was like, Sokka would be my type, but Besides, he's already got a bunch of girls running after him.
Let me see.
Okay, so listen to this. Urban Dictionary, Brawny Man, a lumberjack of epic power and unequaled greatness.
There we go.
Of epic power and unequaled greatness, a descendant of the mighty pirates of old, a follower of Odin and Thor, the Norse gods of war and thunder, able to chop down entire forests and process them into paper towels in a single day. He wears
Perfect.
plaid all the time except for the occasional Hawaiian shirt when he is feeling festive, and consorts with Valkyries, housewives, and the occasional quarter whore.
Oh my.
Minor quarter whore.
I hope not.
This is...
God, honey, please just dress like a lumberjack. Just just let a little bit of the chest show, just a little bit.
Yeah. Get that
I
hairy
don't have
chest
any
out.
plaid shirts, Heather.
Why can't you just be sexy? Be sexy
I
for
own
me.
black polos and a Black Panther workout shirt. That is
Wear
what
the
I
Black
got.
Panther shirt. God, that shirt's really good. That shirt's really good.
God, that's hot. That's really hot.
Focus on your crocheting, Heather.
Can't. Think
If
about
you're
you
gonna
in
be
this shirt.
thirsty on stream, get some water.
I'm just looking at the trying to crochet, and it's like he's like, it feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Stupid sexy prawny.
Stupid, sexy, Ronnie. I do need more water. I do need more water,
I can
actually.
get you some.
Oh yeah, thank you.
No problem.
I'll just hold on to that.
Christine wants to know, sweetie, are you hoping for the English dub of Sailor Moon Eternal to come to theaters too?
The English dub? I'm not. I couldn't. I'm impartial, I suppose.
No, if it came to theaters, would you go see it? Of course you would.
Probably if I had tickets. I mean, the sub, yes. I will go to theaters for the sub. Hell yeah. The English dub, yeah. I mean, I'm not against it.
I'd be up for it. It's been forever since I've been to the movies.
Plot twist. All of the voices are done by me. And, but I'm not even trying to do other voices. It's
That's just you
literally,
trying to get killed by Sweetie.
That's just me. It's just me reading everybody's lines.
Stop it, Ronnie. Stop being you. Thank you. Oh, this is frosty.
But I want to die!
Stop
No, none of that. Shame on you.
No! None of that! Shame on you!
Why did you say that in falsetto?
No. He's nuts.
I thought.
And by the
Sweetie, I
way,
thought you
Ronnie,
knew.
I gotta tell you something.
What?
Last 10 minutes of the stream, last 10 minutes streaming, and last minute comments, questions, concerns. Please send them now for Roach Science until the next stream.
Hell yeah.
Good. You actually did it on time. I was actually watching the clock, and I was gonna do it. But you beat me to it. But anyway, sweetie, I thought you knew Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Yes, and what I was quoting was not a falsetto character.
That was from the episode of Bardock
Yes.
special with Lord Chilled.
Yes.
You were probably quoting Bardock himself.
Yes.
Exactly.
I can't. I have not gotten
No.
back on the train with that. The last thing I remember from Dragon Ball Z Abridged was Cell putting together that tournament. I don't know what else is going on.
No. None of that.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Yes, that's what I was quoting.
Bless them.
I don't know why the
let's-
hell you did it in falsetto. That's my question.
Well, because Lord Chilled was in falsetto.
Okay.
He did it later that same episode. Let's see here. And Zero Aura says, hey, does anybody... Pecking order!
Pecking order.
Yeah.
Good picking order.
It goes you, the dirt, the worms inside of the dirt,
Popo stool.
the stool,
Kami,
Kami,
then Popo.
then Popo.
And they made Popo fucking scary.
I know, it's great. I love
It's
it.
like, what the fuck?
First rule of Popo's training, don't talk about Popo's training. Second rule of Popo's training.
What is it, kitty? What are you doing under me? What are you doing? She's so weird. She's been grooming herself like a normal
I
kitty.
know, I'm excited.
I don't know, maybe she's just
And-
like, oh,
and
there's not that
using
much
the
hair
litter
to do
box.
now. She was just lazy. She was a lazy
Knife is a baby.
She is a baby. She just
Knife
doesn't-
is an evil, stupid demon.
No,
And
she's
she's
not.
also a
Grumpy
baby.
is wrong.
She is our baby, and you are going to love her and father her. I want you to hold her in your arms and love her.
I will, but like every time I enter the room, I'm gonna be like, dang, that's an ugly baby.
How could you say that about my
You're gonna
darling
give her a complex.
You're gonna hurt my darling child, who is just a little baby trying to live her life. Wait, I'm so sorry.
Megan says, can't wait for another stream of Good Luck next week.
Oh yeah, she got another call for an interview after our stream. She's always doing that after stream.
And she got a job offer.
She got a job.
We're-
Kitty, oh god, she's stuck on the arm.
Yep, I got her. There she is. Okay.
Kitty.
I'm sorry, Kitty. You were being a stereotypical cat and playing with the yarn.
I realized the little flap that's hanging down from her is seriously one of her titties that I've been playing with.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
It's funny though.
Look at it. It's a little flap, but it's a titty. I know I'm going to hug you anyway.
Did you give her the little poke poke?
No, not yet. That's why she's tolerating me. Otherwise, she'd probably bite my ass. You're sure.
She bit my finger the other day. It had tuna juice on it, I guess. And I was just like, look, you can smell the tuna. She just goes, "Arr," and I'm like, what?
yeah, Heather, tell the chat that story, because that's a funny
I
story.
had to take her to the vet, and it was, I was like, she was under the couch in a weird position behind like a thing behind her scratching post that I couldn't quite get at her, and I was tapping her from the back, and I was like, Kitty, get out, we have to go. Knife, get out, we have to go. And so I just got a can of tuna from the cabinet, and I started undoing it, and I opened it, and I waited, and she came out, and she was just like, what's up? And I'm like, oh, you think, no, it's not happening. Put it in the fridge. I grabbed her and threw her in the fucking thing, and just took her to the vet.
See, she's the evil one.
She's kind of pissed.
I love you. I love you so much. I do these things because I love you. Don't you know that? Don't you know that?
There she goes. There she goes.
I saw a freaking, they had like, you know, it was a zookeeper with a lion, and he scratched the lion behind its ear, and it did the same thing, and I'm like, Knife, look, it's your ankle. You're a lion.
She especially looks like a lion
She
right
has,
now
like,
with
lion nails with her eyes.
with how
She's-
disproportionate her head looks to the rest of her body.
Well, it's because she's got her lion floof still.
Yeah, but I didn't actually get her the lion cut, because it would have been more of the neck.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah, she's got a mat in there too.
Yeah.
Just the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Best $90 I spent though.
Mm-hmm.
I showed my coworkers like the picture that we have of Knife up on the cupboards, just
Oh yeah.
glaring.
That's
I
like the
showed
best
them that,
picture.
It is.
and they're like, "Holy!" And with that, just completely without any prompting from me, everybody said, "Holy frick, that is a demon."
Yep.
And then I showed them the video that Heather took of Knife when they got back from the groomers, and everybody hit the ground.
That was my darling
Yep.
baby.
I showed everybody at work that TikTok too, and they're like, "Oh my god."
I showed the TikTok
So,
people at work too.
Last 5 minutes of the stream.
Oh yeah, last 5 minutes of the stream, last 4 minutes according to my clock. Last 4 minutes of the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please think them out now, or forever hold your silence until the next stream. I like the saying that I came up with. It sounds like a wedding vow.
If you say so.
It kind of does. Isn't there a part where like
Forever hold. Yes. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Yes.
something like that? You're married to this stream, people.
Well, it's actually more, that is said to the congregation. Is basically, does anyone have any objections? So this is, it basically is, giving people time to go like, the bride is a slut! That type of thing.
Oh my god. Oh god, I'm worried for the moment that's gonna come at my wedding and someone, like, either my mom or someone from my past who I don't even remember is gonna come out and be like, I object! And I'm
Overruled.
like, God!
It's
Actually,
gonna be-
the
it's
freaking
gonna be
person
Clayton.
that's administrating as a judge, like, overruled.
Yeah, right?
It's gonna be Clayton. Clayton's gonna show up at the wedding right at that moment.
Clayton Jones!
He's gonna burst in. He's gonna have a donkey just standing next to him, and we're gonna be like, dude, why are you doing this? And he's gonna be like, the donkey told me to wait.
Oh, you're fucking making it a
Making
Shrek
it a
thing.
Shrek thing.
I was really confused. Like, this is getting convoluted. What the hell? I don't even know if freaking Clayton's that committed to me. I don't even think he's still here. He must be gone.
Let's see here. Spencer says, I'm going to do it just to mess with you.
There you go.
Thanks, Emerald. Bringing a little action to this. If Ronnie's gonna punch you in the face, I'm sure you're prepared for that.
It's okay. We can make the wedding night a threesome. It's fine.
Just Emerald's there, and he's like, I object, and freaking Ronnie's like, no, the fuck you don't.
That's probably what's gonna happen if anyone objects. Bronny's gonna just throw down.
It's like, look, I
He's
worked
gonna,
really
slow-
hard to get to
he's
this
gonna
point.
slowly take off his jacket, roll up his sleeves, and be like, "All right."
Oh, Bronny, request for the wedding that you wear a vest with
Yeah.
your suit. I liked it when you wore it.
I have
Yeah,
that
waistcoat.
vest. That's
Wear the
why I got
waistcoat. Freaking, it makes your titties just pop.
We're gonna do that.
What is it with you and my titties popping, Heather?
God, I sleep in them.
She's
I
a tit
motorboat
girl.
that. That's part of my jam. Sorry, I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm sorry. Oh my God,
Well,
we
he's
hurt
gone
him.
now.
I'm sorry, Brandon. No, Brandon.
And Knife's caught in the yarn again.
Stop it, Knife. Oh my God. Why are you doing
This is what the last 2 minutes of the stream are going to be like. Last 2 minutes
I
of the
think
stream.
she's
Try
legit.
Try to bring
She's
your
legit
comments,
stuck.
She's legit
questions,
stuck.
and
I think she's
concerns, or
like,
whatever the
"What?"
frick Heather says, while we deal with this stupid cat and my breasts.
She's like
Yeah,
poking
yeah.
her head out like I can't understand why I can't keep going forward.
What did she
She's
do?
got her leg, like
Oh.
the yarn is around one of her legs.
Oh my god.
And she's like, I can't understand why I cannot move.
Oh my god, what fucking...
Heather,
Like a
why is your
knife.
cat so...
Not knife! Oh my god!
Heather, why is your cat so obnoxiously stupid?
What did you do? I didn't even put it in a place where you would... Oh my god, stop going there.
Come here, Jack.
So, alright,
Ew,
let's see.
oh,
We got...
she took it! She took it! Oh god, shit.
No, I've got it.
Okay.
I don't know how much of it may have been undone though.
That's okay, I'll just
We may
start...
have to start from scratch.
It's
on that
okay,
one.
we'll start over next time. God damn it, knife!
Oh my god, keep asking the 2 boxes. Sure.
Zero Aura says, hey Heather, stupid question, but who are you supposed to marry again?
I'm gonna marry Bronny as soon as he asks me.
Yeah, he's got to get on that shit.
Megan says that I'm going to have a metal chair to throw at people. No, what I'm going to do is because our friend Louie is very likely going to be there. At least I hope he is.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna, if somebody objects, I'm just going to be like, Louie, Iron Man protocol, right? And he's just going to slip my gauntlets onto that I use for my Sombra videos onto my hands, and I'm going to be like, well, it's a good thing I brought my boxing gloves. You know, the spiked ones.
So to all my simps, don't try fighting for my honor.
Basically.
You will die. And I don't want you to die. I do
Yeah.
care about you. It's just that, you know, he's the simp that came first.
It's true.
Spencer
guys didn't come
Spencer
fast
says I've been tormenting Brawny for over a year. I fully expect to leave our first in-person meeting with severe bruising.
Very likely.
Da-da-da.
Zero Aura says, Brawny, you don't have boobs, you're a dude. Oh, how
He
dare
does
you?
have
Are you
boobs.
saying just because I'm a dude that I can't have breasts? That's kind of racist, man.
I think it's sexist, but
It's
no.
racist. I
went
say
to
it's
the-
racist.
I went to the
and I'm always
doctor
right.
a while ago, and they had the audacity to ask me, it's like, what kind of sexual organ does your partner have? And I'm like,
Yeah, I remember when I went to the I still need to go to the
they
doctor
were
this
like
year.
pulling no punches, just
Right.
like, did you ever have sex for crack? And I'm
Yeah,
like, what?
Like I went to the doctor like for when I got bit, and they were really pressuring me about being pregnant. They're like, "Are you pregnant?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "I'm sure." And they're like, I mean, you have to be really sure. I'm like, I really cannot tell you how much more sure I could be.
I know. It's like I think
It's like literally, this is St. Mary's Hospital, all right? The namesake of your hospital is the only time in which a situation in which I could be pregnant.
no, like fucking like they were like pulling no punches and just like shooting out the questions. It's like, did you ever exchange sex for drugs? Have you ever had sex in this situation? Are you in abusive related? Like it was like all these
Okay,
questions that were
ladies,
so
I
related
think we're grossing out
Yes.
Zero Aura, and we're over time anyway.
Okay, yeah. So let's get out of this, guys. This was a very interesting stream. I very much enjoyed myself. I hope you did as well. Anyways, let's all say goodnight in alphabetical order. Brandon, did you pull through?
No, he left.
He couldn't
Poor
take. I'm
baby.
so
He couldn't
sorry.
save Brownie's titties.
I'm sorry. I'm
too
so
much.
sorry, Brandon. If you hear me, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, poor Brandon. He's just a little boy. He's just a little boy. Okay, Bronny, say goodnight first because we're saying in alphabetical order as usual.
Good night.
All right, sweetie. Night. Good night, and thank you for showing up yet again for another one of our weekly streams. If you like my streams and you like what I do and you like to get a little more of me, please go ahead down to the links and either follow me on Twitter or follow me or support me on Patreon. I have 2 patrons that I'd like to thank, Emerald Spencer and DJ Skywalker, currently my only patrons, but you know, they're great guys and you'll see them in the stream, especially Emerald. He's fooling around all over there. So I'd like to thank them for the stream. They're the ones that make this kind of thing possible. If you want to support me on Patreon, again, the link is in the description. You can go at any tier. If you pledge at least $10 a month, or per post, you will be able to enter my Discord server and meet me, meet Emerald, meet DJ. We usually hang out and I post art. I post in several of my different channels. And if you feel like I'm worth just a one-time donation, like Brian said earlier, for a freaking desk chair, or something dumb like that, you can go ahead and just click on my PayPal link and make a one-time donation. But again,
Yeah, how
all
much
up to
money
you.
did Juanita send you?
I have no idea. My phone went off. We'll talk about it later. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a desk chair. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. I'm Heather Blossom, and I will see you in the next one. Good night, everybody.